It's part of their music, and so it's cool that they're with us today. It kind of fits the fiber of what Remedy's all about. Did Kevin leave because he's shy of the questions I'm going to ask him?
I get offended very easily.
That's right. Kev, tell us a little bit about you and your band, Disciple.
What's going on with this thing?
Oh, nothing. Hey, we're just on tour with Fireflight, having a great tour. This is awesome. Good to talk to you today.
Have you guys been? What point of the tour are we at right now?
2 weeks.
Yeah.
Okay. All
2
right.
weeks.
And tell us a bit about this tour. This is the Save Us Now tour, sponsored by World Vision, which we all love. Tell us about what this tour is all about, because the reality is whenever you guys go out on the road, you've got a mission, not just the music.
Sorry, I kind of paused there for a second, but I think we got the gist. I think we got the gist.
Tell us about your tour.
Well, we're excited about it. For me, it's kind of exciting because our very first tour that was anything at all was with Disciple. And so to be able to be out on tour with them again after so many years is really awesome. And it's kind of funny because tour, I signed up for a World Vision kid and just learned about what World Vision was at all. And now we've got World Vision sponsoring this tour. And World Vision has become a very important aspect of my life. And just because it's kind of woke world, and the fact that, you know, there are children out there that really need help, and it's very easy to help them. And so it's really become kind of part of the passion of my life, is to inspire other people to realize how easy it is to help and encourage them to help.
It's so easy in North America to forget that the rest of the world doesn't live the way we live. And so I do love World Vision. They really do educate all of us through these concert events, what's going on, how we can be a part of it. Kevin, tell us a little bit about the excitement of touring with Fireflight. This is a great band. We love them here at Remedy. We love Disciple too, of course, but big fans of Fireflight. What's been the show that we're on right now is called The Gong Show. What kind of a gong show has this tour been with this band?
Gong show? I don't know how to answer that. But I can say Fireflight's Unbreakable album pretty much stayed in my CD player for probably about a year and 3 months, I would say, before anyone else was allowed in my CD player. So
you're a fan then, is what you're saying?
They'd be hard to find a better fan of Fireflight in that room tonight than me. So I'm pretty excited to be on tour with them.
Very cool. Well,
we follow around wherever they go too. If they use a producer, then we're going to go wherever they go.
Gotcha.
If they work with Rob Hawkins, then we're going to be right behind them. If they go with Jason Rao, then we're going to be right behind. We basically just do whatever Firefly does.
They break them in, and then you get to benefit from whatever they've got left. That's great.
I have my own little bracelet.
It's the same way with sound check. We go for sound check first. We have to find all the problems.
Yeah.
40 minutes, and they get up there and they check in 2 minutes.
Yeah, we sell bracelets at the table that says WWFFD.
That's good. I'll have to pick up some of those. You guys are going to come through our area here in Northeast Indiana next week. Tell us a little bit about what people can expect coming to LaGrange, Indiana, and the high school there with this tour, Save Us Now tour.
Well, we've got, I think, an incredible tour. It's kind of different. My band personally has not been on tour with only 3 bands in a very long time. Usually there's so many bands on a tour. I don't know what it is about that. But we've got a newer act out with us right now called Bella Reeve, and they are absolutely incredible. And we are so excited to be touring with them just because they're just, you know, they're fresh, they're new, and they're great at what they do. So we're excited about being a part of their career at this step in their phase. And then you've got Disciple and Firefly, and you know, we kind of make it our business to put on an intense, exciting, and powerful rock show.
Yeah,
so I think that's what we're looking at here.
That's excellent. Well, I would encourage. We've been giving tickets away all week, and we gave away some VIP tickets yesterday for the meet and greet, and I can't even describe to you how excited the kids were. So there's some people waiting for you in LaGrange, Indiana, the big town of LaGrange. You guys,
it's a metropolis.
It is a metropolis. It is. Well, we want to have some fun with you because it is the Gong Show, and I sent you some categories before we went to air here of 4 different categories. We got A, members of Spice Girls and NSYNC. 2, U.S. states beginning with the letter M. Common cures for hiccups, which of course we all know. And then the popular movie categories. Which one do you guys want to go with? You guys are going to be teaming up today together.
We missed the third category.
Third category is common cures for hiccups.
Okay.
What was the
last one?
What was the
Last one is popular movie categories.
Popular movie categories, and then states that begin with M.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we're supposed to pick one?
Yeah, you pick one, and we'll see how many you can get in the time we give you.
We get to both answer?
Yeah, you guys can team up. We'll put the lead singers together and see how smart you are.
Oh, dude. Combined intelligence is a lot. All right,
we got to pick a category.
You guys aren't going to go with Spice Girls and NSYNC, members of the bands?
No, sir.
No.
Okay, all right. We'll get rid of that one.
Do you want to go with hiccups, or do you want to go with movies?
Just like random movies?
I don't know. It's kind of something about
Well,
categories.
I'll give you an example because I want to treat you guys right. Comedy would be considered a category within the movie genre. Okay, so you got to come up with all the other categories when they say this movie is X. So what do if you guys want to go for that one? Of course, with as much
movies.
Oh, okay, we're gonna do the movies.
Okay, now here's the deal. I'm gonna time you. Make sure that you guys are honest here. So you guys have got 1 minute here to see as many as you can possibly get. Now recognize that you guys are probably, because you've been on tour so long together, you probably have like a common mind meld thing. So if you both share the same one at the exact same time, we might give you some bonus points. Let's see how this goes. Okay, so when you're ready, get started. Popular movie categories with Don and Kevin. Go.
Foreign films.
Foreign is right. Yep.
Romantic comedy.
Oh my.
Okay.
Romance.
Action.
Yep.
Horror.
Action.
Nice.
Horror.
Got it.
Science fiction.
Drama.
Drama. Very good.
Science fiction.
Thrillers.
Thrillers. Yeah, that's under horror. We got that one already.
Really? Okay.
I'm gonna go with suspense. Courtroom dramas.
Strong female leads. This is all stuff from Netflix categories.
Buddy comedies.
Oh, that's good.
Think Louis L'Amour. Think Clint Eastwood.
Westerns.
Nice.
Thank you very
Good
much.
job. Asian. What's it called? Kung Fu.
Kung Fu.
No Kung Fu, but think Finding Nemo. Think Pixar.
Oh, children's movies.
Nice.
Family movies.
Family.
And think Super Size Me.
Oh,
Documentaries.
yes.
Nice. You got two left.
Oh.
Oh, time ran out. Haley, do you think you can up these guys? And do you know the categories they missed? They did incredible. See, now we know what these guys do when they're on the road. They just completely study various categories of movies. Yeah. I tell you, he's a husband.
I love my wife.
There
What
you
can
go.
I say?
You missed, and this is kind of dumb. You missed classic. I don't even believe that's that must be Gone with the Wind, I guess. And then mystery. Did you guys say mystery and I missed it?
Oh no, I didn't even think about that.
Well, you guys did absolutely incredible. We try this game all the time on the show, and we're horrible at it. So
romantic comedy was the first one because those are the only movies my wife will actually watch with me. So
that's awesome.
I'm up to date.
Yeah, good. That's excellent. Well, we've got all kinds of footage, like I said, of you, Kevin, with prior backstage passes we've done with you. It's the same with you, Don. But I want to end our time together with you just talking to our audience about what it means to live a life on purpose and not by accident. We around here, we believe we're created by a God that loves us and has a plan for our lives. But I love it when you guys put it in your own words. So, Don, why don't you tell us what that means? What does it mean to live on purpose?
Well, I think for me, I know one thing that God's been dealing with me lately, and I was just talking about this with my husband tonight, is that life is kind of crazy and it kind of gets away from you sometimes. It seems like you blink your eyes and suddenly all the things you're supposed to do this week have not gotten accomplished yet, and you don't even know why. And I think that I wish I was better at. I wish I called my mom more. I wish I was a better, sister to my brother and my sister and my grandmother. I wish I wrote her more. And I think overall what kind of came to me is that it's true that we're always falling short and things aren't always happening, and it seems like life is kind of living without us and we're not really living on purpose. But truly, I think the key for me is I think that if I am making sure in my daily life the things that I am doing it for others more than I am for myself. If I'm getting caught up in helping other people, if I'm getting caught up in this outreach and things like that, then I feel like I'm living my life on purpose, even though I may not always accomplish everything I feel like I set out to do. Now, if I look at my life and I realize that I'm falling short because I've been focusing on how I feel about things and what I want to happen and what I'm reaching for and what's important to me and not other people, then I feel like that's kind of not living your life on purpose, because you're letting yourself just naturally follow your own desires. And so for me, living a life on purpose is to purposefully every day be walking in love, be pouring what I have out into others in every aspect that I can, and still taking care of myself in the same return, but most of all, that I'm not losing time to my own selfish desires.
Wow, I needed to hear that. That's good.
Yeah, that fits right in our wheelhouse. I love it. Kev, what about you? Again, we've talked a few times about your life, your background, your past, and yet I just love your passion. I always call you a preacher. He's a preacher.
Preacher? Okay. All right, let's
What do you
go.
got for us today, Kevin?
Well, I'm hanging out with my daughter today. This is the first time I actually have ever got to bring her out on the road with just me and her. So I'm being daddy today, and I think one of the things I've been talking a lot about from the stage is how she doesn't have to try to be my daughter, and she doesn't have to work at it, and she doesn't put effort into it. She just is. And she doesn't really put effort into the accent that she has, which is this big, thick Southern accent, and the things that she likes and the things that we like together. That she doesn't really put a whole lot of effort into those things. That she's just her being her. And I think one of the biggest things that God's been teaching me is to stop trying to be a Christian, is to stop trying to be this or be that. That just like a child, picks up a Southern accent because their dad or their mom has one, that when we spend time with God and we are in His presence and we're around Him, we naturally pick up His accent. We naturally start talking like Him and wanting the things He would want and doing the things that He would do. And it's kind of like you hear Jesus say, a good tree bears good fruit. I don't think the tree really has to work that hard at it. It's a good tree. And, my daughter doesn't really work hard at being my daughter. And I think that's the difference, whenever we find ourselves in a strained relationship with God, we always feel like we're trying and we're working. We're trying to reach this thing, but then when we rest in His grace and we rest in His presence, we realize that all the things that we accomplish there with Him, it's all through His strength and through His power, and there really wasn't even, seems like there's almost no effort involved in that place, and you kind of start sounding like Him. You didn't even mean to, and then you say things that bless people, and you didn't even really wake up that morning going, I really want to say something to bless somebody today. Yeah. It's not really like, you're like, no, today I'm going to be a Christian. I'm really going to do it. It's like, no, it's you just kind of live in that place where you are a child of God. And anyway, that's what He's been teaching me.
Great. Look, I'm looking over at Haley here, and she's bawling her face off, Kevin. Way to go, bro.
You want to see that?
It's exactly what we both needed to hear today, so I'm sure the people in the chat are lighting up as well. Guys, thanks so much for making time. Again, this is going to be a great tour. The second, are you going to be okay over there?
You guys both said what I needed to hear. Thank you.
That's great.
And
this isn't even like a PTL ministry kind of a thing.
My God.
Your mascara's all over the place.
This is so embarrassing.
No, it's perfect. I love it.
You guys are great. I want to listen to your music now. I'm sure we
You're just going to leave and go play. You're just going to leave and go play.
I'm not a fan, but okay.
I want to be best friends with you guys now.
Okay, well,
Stalker.
be cursed now, so.
Yeah.
Bye.
Well, thanks, guys. Again, it's the Save Us Now tour. They're going to be in LaGrange, Indiana next week. Guys, thanks so much for joining us. I know this is tight into the tour, so I appreciate you making time.
Thank you for the opportunity, and thanks for what you do.
Anytime.
Right.
Love you guys.
Thank you. This is Fireflight song Waiting, coming to you from The Gong Show, RemedyLive.com.
You're logged in to Remedy, your positive web station destination. We chat, we listen, we love.